So this is my video review of the BT-M708K, the Cool. It's a Bluetooth player that also supports TF card, auxiliary input, and Bluetooth 4.0 technology. It comes in this really unique looking case, and it's a unique looking device also. The case protects the unit and allows you to have it shipped safely, which it did. So let's see what's inside here. You lift out the back right here, and first thing I notice, I see some cables. I see a charging USB to micro USB and a audio 3.5mm to 3.5mm stereo cable, and looks like an instruction booklet. Now let's take the unit out of here by pulling on this plastic case. It's held in there really nicely. And there's the unit itself, and it's all made out of nice thin aluminum. It's been all brushed, and it's got rubber feet on the bottom, and this has movement in it, and I believe this is the two opposing subwoofers. And on the top of the unit I see power, plus and minus, which would be volume and track changing, and pause and play right here. And we're going to go over all of these functions soon here. Very cool looking unit, very thin profile. If I look at the size of this, it looks like it's about 3/4 of an inch by 7 inches, a little less, by 2.5 inches. Very slim profile and very high-tech looking. It's got a nice feel to it, nice weight to it. On the right-hand side, I see an auxiliary input using those cables that are provided, and a micro USB port, and a TF card support right there. And I believe that is a loop so that you can put one of those holders that you can have a loop on here to hold on to this device, which that isn't included. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. So the first thing we're going to try and do is we're going to try and charge this device, and we're going to use the included USB to micro cable, and we're going to plug that into the micro USB port on the side here. It only goes one way. Let's plug that in right there. The other end of this we're going to plug into a 1 amp USB port that I have in my studio here. It plugs in like that. And on the device itself, you can see there's a red glowing LED. And according to the manual, that light will turn off when it's fully charged. So let's let this sit here and charge, and we'll get back to this and we'll do some testing of all the functions. Okay, so a couple hours later, let's take a look, and you can see that the red LED is off, so it's fully charged. I'm going to quickly go over some of the specs of this device. It is 3 watts each speaker, total of 6 watts. They're 4 ohm speakers, 40mm drivers in diameter. It says a frequency response of 120 to 18,000 hertz. Signal to noise ratio is greater than 75 decibels. 0.1% total output distortion, which is really good. The receiving range is greater than 10 meters, which is 30 feet. Uses 5-volt supply. Lithium-ion has a 900 milliamp battery inside. Supposed to get about 8 hours playtime based, that could vary based on the volume level. Charging time is approximately 3 hours. First thing I'm going to test is its ability to play a micro TF card. And on the side there's a slot here. The connections go towards the front of the unit. And you put that in and it locks in place. And you turn the power on right here. Get an acknowledgement, you get a blinking blue LED or a solid, but then it turns the blinking. And then you short press the power button. And that puts it in that playing mode of the TF card. There's your track changes or volume control. So you pulse it for a track change and you hold it for volume control. And here's your play pause. So that works nice. Take 2. Let's see if we can get this to connect to the Nexus 6 that I have here. Let's turn this unit on. Let's see if we could get a Bluetooth signal here. Go to my Bluetooth. Okay, there is my, see right here, there's the 708K. Let's pair to that. I get an acknowledgement sound. Now let's see if it's working to stream music. There you go.
Take away your things and go. You can't take back what you said.
There's the volume. There's track change. Volume down.
I guess for now you've got the lesson learned.
Volume up.
I'm sorry if I seem
Track change. Play and pause. So that works great. Let's see if we could pick up a call using the built-in microphone. So I'm going to have some music playing. I'm going to phone my cell phone. So there it goes. You short press the pause button. Hello? Here you go. So now I'm talking to the phone through this device, to my cell phone. So I just checked the range of this. So I did get about 30 feet. It broke up a little bit at about 30 feet, which is okay. Now let's say if you don't want to use Bluetooth, and you wanted to run this thing without Bluetooth by using the auxiliary cables. So let's take the included line in 3.5 millimeter stereo cable and let's put it on the output of my headphone of my Nexus 6, and we have to put this thing in the mode of auxiliary by hitting this once, short press the power button, and let's put it into the auxiliary input on here. Let's see if that worked. There it is. And you got your volume controls on the device or on the unit itself again. Now, considering the size of this, it sounds really good. These ports right here are actual bass ports. You can feel them vibrating, and there's one on both sides. Now, the drawback is that if you set this down like that, you're going to be blocking one of the bass ports. So you're going to have to keep it in the vertical position, which is okay. It's just it's not the most stable of Bluetooth players because it has a very narrow bass. But it does sound really good, and the cool factor outweighs that. So what's my overall impression of this Bluetooth player? It's hard to pronounce that. I'm not sure how. I like it. It's really cool looking. It's probably the coolest Bluetooth player that I own. Some of the drawbacks are it is so thin that it's not very stable on any surface. And I tried it on even flat pieces of stainless steel. That's still pretty unstable. The two ports on there work nice, but they're a little bit muffled because you've got opposite ports, and acoustically I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. They're also covered with a foil, a graphic, which affects their frequency response, so the bass is a little muffled, but the trebles and mid-ranges are fine on here. The controls all worked, including the auxiliaries I showed and the TF card support, so that's great. So if you want a very cool Bluetooth player, this is the one to get. If you're looking for more bass, not so much with this player, but the cool factor kind of outweighs that. But I'm going to give this a 4-star rating on my channel, and I hope this video review helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.